Wow, that is foggy. Hold on. That is a foggy camera, and it's because of my lights as well. Let me at least wipe the. Let me move this maybe a little bit somewhere. I guess I can just turn it off entirely, but I kind of like the light. All right. Whatever. Good enough. I don't care. Kevin, how are you doing tonight? I'm doing pretty good, buddy. How about you? I'm going to wipe this camera because it's a little better. Good enough. Yeah, so random stream because kind of bored and I didn't feel like doing videos. I got some stuff planned for some hunting grounds videos of like what I pre-ordered and stuff, but I'm lazy. Just saw some photos of Mexico's Predator and Big Chap on Instagram. Yep, those look pretty cool. Shut the red eye. How you doing, man? Look great, but the articulation may be a bit limited. I wouldn't worry too much about the articulation. Mezco's usually pretty good about it. But because the Predator is going to be using real netting, you probably wouldn't want to keep him in I guess, agile poses for very long. But I'm kind of tempted. I don't know how much they're going for. I don't think they're on pre-order yet. If they're standard Mezco price, like the standard $80, I might bite. But if it's anything over 80, I'm gonna get it on the aftermarket for cheaper. Because 80 is already pushing it, and it was already pushing it for all their Marvel figures and their horror stuff and whatnot. So there you go. But yeah, so random stream. You saw I don't know, actually, probably the thumbnail didn't even upload yet. But I picked up some more doubles of these. I wanted to do something with them. I actually might as well open them now since I'm here. There's my cutting tool. All right. Mezco is really great on stylized comic book figures. They really are. Including my first and ever King Kong last year. I heard that was a good figure and cheap too, like $30. That would suck if there was an earthquake that ruined your whole room. Yes, I completely agree. And living in Southern California doesn't help because I'm in like the prime earthquake zone here. So I gotta do something about that, don't I? The goal is to leave California, isn't it? I'm too afraid of the coronavirus. Aren't we all? That whole coronavirus crap, we've had worse pandemics. We've had much worse. The only reason this seems so bad is because of the media. Back in the early 2000s with those several pandemics with SARS and whatnot, it killed a hell of a lot more people. And nobody was in as panic as they are now because of the internet, right? Yeah, people are dying from the virus just like people died from SARS and whatnot. But I'm in California. I'm in the heat of it too. We got some cases not too far from here, actually, just half an hour away. In Panama City, yeah, like I said, it's going around. It's going around. But let's talk about toys. Let's not talk about death, because I got to tell you, I have been hearing plenty about it on the news. Plenty about it. You're in Louisiana, and it's almost summer. Summer is fun, right? Well, the heat isn't, especially in Louisiana, I'm guessing. I'm in Tallahassee, and it's still hot in the winter. Yeah, I mean, it's still pretty, well, I feel like I say this all the time, but, I live in Southern California. the weather here is erratic. You know, one day it's 100 degrees, the next it's 65. One day it's sunny as shit, and the next day it's raining. Ridiculous. But I'm used to it by now. I wish the Predator figure should use ball joint and wrists and ankles. Don't they already, though? Oh, well, do they actually? Are you talking about like the NECA stuff? I was Vietnam, but now I'm living in Baton Rouge. If you got to make a Predator movie, what would you do? I had a couple ideas for a Predator movie. Um, One of them I wanted to actually make a comic book out of, which I understand would not be particularly legal because I have no rights to the Predator franchise, but it would be set in the 90s. And it's about essentially a documentary crew heading into the jungle with real military. They're trying to create, that reality TV bullcrap. And then shit goes wrong, basically. I also don't know how to draw, too. I'm not an artist. I can do stick figures. 100 degrees, man, I would have been turned into Kevin Bacon. Yeah. Yeah, just like the AV Pete Wave. Those had ball joints. I don't remember. I haven't messed with those in a bit. Hello, person. I don't want to butcher your name, but I see you're high. Hello. Do you think the sequel of Covenant is possible in the next years? I think it's possible within the decade. I feel like Disney at the moment's kind of testing the waters with the whole Netflix anime thing, and they got some kind of TV show in the works, or supposedly. I think it's possible though, but not in the next few years. I doubt it. I wonder if there are new Xenomorphs with feminine features. I feel like you asked me that in like every stream. Yes, there. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that's a thing anymore. Well, no, there was that one sideshow figure. I don't even know what that's based off of, though. The drones are males and the warriors are females, but you can barely tell the difference, right? Maybe in like a handful of comics, the xenomorphs are drawn to be a little bit feminine. The new Black Widow movie isn't actually rated R; it's just PG-13. I I dropped off of Marvel many years ago. To tell you the truth, Netflix AVP show would be awesome. It's gonna be an anime. So, tell you the truth, I'm not too into anime, but I trust that this one will be particularly violent. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. I got nothing against anime itself, but I think it could go well. I think if they handle it well, it could be really cool. I don't know what it's going to be about, honestly, though. I haven't really looked into the articles. I kind of want to be surprised a little bit if it does go through. I don't know if it's going to be connected to the films or the comics, or maybe it's just going to be its own thing. But it could be cool. Yeah, skip DC and Marvel for good reasons. I'm not a comic book guy, and I'm more a prehistoric fantasy guy. I used to be a comic book guy. I read a lot of the old Marvel and DC stuff, not anything current, little bit of current, but I hopped off of the Marvel movies quite some time ago. Are you hyped for Predator Hunting Grounds? Do you know anything that the average Predator fan might not? I'm definitely excited for the game. Um, do you know anything that the average Predator fan might not? I mean, in terms of the game, not really. It's all been pretty straightforward so far. They're not really hitting us with too many Easter eggs yet. But when the game comes out, I'll be sure to put out a video that kind of touches on things that I guess the average fan would note. Like Dungeons and Dragons, Jurassic World, and Godzilla Dungeons and Dragons, which meant the art styles. Never got into Dungeons and Dragons, honestly. A lot of my friends loved that in high school, but Jurassic World, eh, I like the original, to tell you the truth. Godzilla is cool. I hope the female Yacha has a different face look. Yeah, yeah, I imagine she would definitely be stylized, like feminine stylized. If that makes sense. What are your thoughts on the female predator design? For the purpose of a video game, I think it's really good. Uh, because like I think I said this in previous videos, in the comics you can hardly tell the difference between a male and a female predator besides a handful of panels, right, that show a little bit of curvature in the female predators. But if you were to do that in a game, there would be no point, right? Because you would just look exactly the same as if you were a male predator. So I think that works really cool. Some people say it's a bit too much. That's possible. Think they could be a bit beefier, if that makes sense. They do look like supermodels with a predator head. What if NECA gave you all the early releases for free for life? If that were me, damn, I'll be happy. If NECA gave you all, you know, that would ruin the hunt, though, right? I feel like that would take away a lot of the fun, right? If you're gonna get it at for free at that, you wouldn't have to worry about haggling or anything. You'll know when you get it. Kind of ruins the fun, but I'll admit it'd be pretty cool though. It would be pretty cool. Get a first-hand look. I just imagine the female predator has a beaked face. Yeah, I mean, maybe. One sec. If I had an opportunity to talk to NECA, oh man, I have a lot to say to NECA, that's for sure. The thrill of collecting satisfies that primal hunter gatherer nature to us. I agree. I agree. But if I were to have a talk with NECA, I would not have a. Oh shit! There goes my phone without a case. Um, I would not even talk to Randy. I would. Sorry, someone just made a comment that looks kind of funny. I'll read it later on one of my videos. I would not talk to Randy. I would talk to whoever is in charge of QC and maybe kick him in the nuts a little bit. Are you a fan of the H.P. Lovecraft mythos? Not too familiar with it. I'm really not familiar with that at all. It involves tentacles, then I'm definitely not on board. If you had an opportunity to talk to the NECA and let them choose the next figure for the Predator, which figure of the Predator would you ask for? I would pick Light Stepper Predator from Aliens versus Predator Duel. If you guys aren't familiar with that particular Predator, he is missing his hand and he's covered in ocean blue plating armor. One of the coolest looking Predator designs I've ever seen in a comic, at least. I would definitely want him, or I would want Top Knot Predator from the original AVP series, maybe even a shorty from that comic. That would be really cool. But definitely Light Stepper. He's probably the most unique looking one out of the comics, unless they came up with something crazy now. I'm not fully caught up with all the current issues because there were some pretty cool tribal designs in Predator Hunters 2 and Predator Hunters 1 at that. So I'd be down for that. Since what age did you start collecting figures of the universe Predator Alien? I was 10 or 11 when I saw the movies. I started collecting all that stuff when NECA put out their first figure from the 2010 movie. So I wasn't fully there for their Requiem line, which was just a couple of figures. So I was pretty much been collecting since NECA started putting out Alien Predator figures. I feel like the only person in the world who likes this Predator, but Chopper Predator is by far my favorite just because of the mask. I like Chopper Predator. He was definitely unique looking. I got a Chopper. Chopper, what are you doing over there? No, Chopper's really cool. He's got like the two skulls hanging on his back. He's badass, dude. He's definitely got a cult following too. I just saw a custom figure of Light Stepper. Design translates very well to figure form. Yeah, I'm telling you. See, those customizers, they're getting to it first. NECA, check out what they're doing. They got all the ideas. But I trust NECA, honestly. They'll definitely get to Light Stepper eventually. What's important is they put out all the main stuff, right? So the only Predators that we want are just particular designs that happen to be in really rural comics, you know? But we need Wolf and Pred Alien, new versions at least, because that's getting ridiculous. Can you name 4 reptiles that start with an F? No, I can't. Kevin can handle this one. he's the man right now. He can do it. Oh man, my hand is killing me. I just beat Halo Reach for like the 80th time, but this time I did it solo on Legendary, and I'm using a controller, and I don't play a lot of games with a controller, with an Xbox controller. And when I do, it kills my hand. My palm is just killing me when I play it. I'm usually fine on PS4, but yeah, the 360 controller, I guess it's been quite a few years since I handled it. Mr. V, glad of you to join the party, my friend. How you doing, baby? That sounded racist. Don't worry about my accent. Am I the only one here who wants to see the 3 Super Predators in ultimate figure form? No, you are one of many, my good friend. You're one of many. That's all I wanted from Toy Fair. Toy Fair's already been over for like, what, a week or two? That's all I wanted. Wolf versus Berserker, who win for you? Probably Berserker, right? I mean, you know, you got Wolf, he's got the 2 plasma casters and the whip, but Berserker is a lot bigger and stronger. I mean, he's a super predator, so I'll probably give it to Berserker. Oh, see, Kevin got you. What YouTube channels would you recommend for Predator fans? Schizophrenic a lot. For Predator fans, to tell you the truth, I don't watch a lot of Alien Predator channels. I feel like they're kind of few and far between. I watch Predator Collectibles. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Glendon over there. He's strictly a Predator channel. He's been collecting for his entire life. So it's a pretty cool channel to watch. He basically gets anything Predator related. I watch Project Acheron. It's both kind of Alien Predator, kind of like mine, kind of a mix. Only they don't really do toys; they do the lore and stuff. I actually teamed up with Project Acheron for a few of their newscast videos. I did some voice work for them. Berserker looks like a Raj Predator because he is in full rage. Agreed. Do you know the John Berserker mask is a Predator Hound's jaw and tracker's tusk had Predator Hound tusks on it? I didn't know that the jaw was from a Predator Hound. I thought it was from like a different alien, not like a Xenomorph, just a different creature. But that's interesting. Billy is awesome. Thank you. I love this guy. He's sick, man, like me, a lore builder. Hey, you know me. I appreciate the love, folks. I appreciate the love. It's good to meet another lore builder who's probably in debt like me. but it's been dry lately. It has. I'll give it that. It's been pretty dry as far as figures go. But give it time. I say that, and just give it time. Ah, thank you, Mr. V. You're making me blush. Thank you, sir. Dragon Ball. I miss the 2010s Hound, and they look way more badass than the 2018 movie. I do prefer the look of the 2010 Hounds. Um, I feel like the 2018 ones are pretty cool. I feel like they look too much like Predators, so kind of ruined it a little bit. Whereas the Hounds, they were their own thing. But I'd still, I'd like figures from the 2018 ones too. Honestly, I'm really upset that the new Predator game is only for PS4. It's also for PC on the Epic Games Store. I don't know if you're able to, if you have like a rig that can run it, but as far as like Xbox goes, I agree. It should have been on Xbox too. I don't get the whole exclusivity thing. I'm not sure. Oh, I'm sure is there a tiny Yautja about 50 feet in height? Maybe in like the current stuff, but I haven't found anything unless it's like Assassin Predator who's not 50 feet. But there might be like in Fire and Stone. When the Predator got exposed to that black goo, he became pretty gosh darn tall. Oh, nice! You found the ultimate big chap at Target. Very cool. I gotta drop by Target then. I went earlier in the week. They didn't really have it. They were pretty stocked as far as NECA goes, but I guess my location didn't get it yet. But I'm sure I'll find it. Sorry if that's my phone, by the way. Look, I'm stop motion anime. I love Predator, and my last video was Predator Laser Shot 2019. Go see, please. And at Christmas, I received the Assassin Predator. Very cool, my friend. If you wanna, because you got a channel, feel free to post a link to our group. For people who don't know, we got a Facebook group called Trophy Room. You guys are, feel free to link your channels there. There's really no restrictions like those other bigger groups. Like I don't care. I'm not gonna delete your posts. I don't, unless you post something written just political or hate speech or some bullshit like that. But yeah, feel free to go link it there. I think there should be a link to it in the description, I think. What are your thoughts on the strange development history for Alien Covenant 2 or Alien Awakening, as the fans call it? I think it would have happened if if the merger didn't happen when it did. I think now it's just delayed because there's a script being made. Ridley Scott wants to direct, but the merger kind of moved things around. Aliens are fake. Are they? Who here believes in aliens? Not xenomorphs per se, but little green men. I just got some Godzilla figures at Target. Very cool. Yeah, I saw the Shin Godzilla stuff there. I didn't pick it up yet. I gotta, space. Do you think the military predators in the 2018 film was a good idea? I think it would have been a good idea considering what the film did. Like no judgment towards those who liked it, but I didn't. I thought it kind of had a dumb plot. So I think military predators would have spiced it up a bit. And honestly, military predators in general. I mean, that if that can happen in the comics, can happen in the movies. By the Alien Covenant 2 delayed comment above, I am referring to interviews with Ridley Scott and other people associated with Alien Covenant. I don't know what's Ridley Scott been saying in interviews about that. I don't know. Are you going to watch the live action Mulan movie? Probably not. Not really into it. I personally don't like it because it's too dull. Kind of like Marvel. I hopped off Disney movies quite some time ago. You know how it is. hopped off DC to like I occasionally will hop on one or two movies on like a streaming service, but yeah. I do believe in aliens, doesn't matter if scary or not. I still believe. Speaking of aliens, I just watched Signs again. That was some scary shit. I do believe in no, same comment. In my opinion, Ridley Scott was only one fourth of what made Alien great. Geiger, Dan O'Bannon, Ron Shusett, get forgotten. I completely agree with you. Everybody, not you guys, but a lot of the community acts like Ridley Scott is the father of Alien. I mean, not really. I mean, he directed the first one. Okay, he directed the first one, but he didn't write it. He didn't design it. He definitely had his fair share of influence. Don't get me wrong, but there are plenty of other talented people who worked on it. I just saw, and especially Geiger or Giger, however you want to pronounce it. Dan O'Bannon, his original screenplay and everything, it made the lore basically. I just saw some new NECA Godzilla figures, 89 2003, that are cool, and I can't wait to get the scarred one. Yeah, like I'm definitely on board with all their Godzilla stuff. Been slowing down on them because again, space. I don't know where the hell I'm gonna put them. Man, making a stop motion Assassin Predator is a good idea. Um, Making a stop motion of anything is a good idea. So if you're able to do a stop motion of Assassin Predator, by all means, right? It's about what you enjoy to do, you know? That's where I stand on it. And Assassin Predator, that's definitely not an easy one to do stop motion of, considering that bitch can't stand. That's what stands are for. Imagine Predators with the art by H.R. Geiger. That would have been something unique, I'll tell you that much. H.R. Giger, all of his designs, as cool as they are, um, they're very sexualized. So it would be kind of creepy to see what he would do with Predator. I'm so excited for what they announced about Halo Infinite at Toy Fair. I saw those new Halo figures by Jazzware. Like, for people who don't know, I was actually going to do a video on this. I've been a fan of Halo since Halo Combat Evolved, basically. I was on a big-ass bulky computer playing Combat Evolved for hundreds of hours. So the fact that that a company's coming back to Halo that's not Mattel, thank Christ. Thank Christ, because I'm a Halo fanboy. Except Halo 5. That was, and Halo 4. But I think Assassin or Bloodfiend. Oh, that's your name for him, right? In stop motion may have problems with the awkward feet. Yeah. You know what I hate about the Predator 2018? The stupid kid. Story of my life. Yes. That whole kid plot, that was so. For people, in case you're young, I can't bleep out anything in this video, but that whole kid plot was fucking stupid. Sorry to those who liked it. That just completely ruined the movie for me. Really hope the next Alien movie is an actual Alien movie and not another prequel. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's time to just move away from those prequels. I want to see the Xenomorphs. I don't want to see some CGI Xenomorph hopping so agile on spaceships and stuff like in Covenant. Like, Covenant was okay. It was cool. It did its job, but I think it's time to just return to actual Xenomorphs, just feel like the whole prequel thing, like, I would love to see this, the prequel quadrilogy or whatever the anthology conclude, but fat chance. So maybe it's just time to just get back to square one. That's kind of where the Predator failed from 2018. They tried to outdo themselves. They wanted to do something so different and outdo the very aspect of Predators. But the thing is Predators are already fucking crazy. They're an alien race that's hunting people. You don't need to outdo that. That's why the third Predator movie succeeded because they didn't try to change the game. It was still a hunt. But that's a discussion for another day. Where I'm from Portugal. Very cool. That's definitely far off from us. From me, I mean. I've been watching nearly all your videos, and I gotta say, I'm completely overwhelmed with your Alien Predator collection. Thank a flippin' 4 hour collection video. So I probably should have put that in parts because that definitely would have did overwhelm quite a few people. Predator 2018 Scream, we're going to create a cinematic universe. Thank you. Thank you, Sentinel. That you put my thought, what I wanted to say into perfect worlds. We need to nobody like film never had a cinematic universe before the Marvel cinematic universe. Not every franchise needs a cinematic universe. Give us good movies. I don't give a fuck if they connect or not. Give us good Predator and Alien movies. We don't need a cinematic universe, you know? God, yeah, perfect. Yeah, that's exactly what it did. It tried to. That's what it screamed. Cinematic universe. We're gonna open all these doors, not answer them in this movie, and we're gonna do it later. But I don't want that. I just want to see predators hunting people. Basically, you look at the Predator comics. Every single Predator comic, with an exception of a few, which were AVP comics, all of them nothing grave was at stake. The universe wasn't at stake. It was, interpersonal interactions between predators and people hunting. Right? They weren't trying to populate the earth or kill the human race like 2018 was trying to do. It was just trying to do one job in the comics: tell good individualized stories. But Shane Black definitely fucked us on that. I would like a film Predators in the Ultra Prime with Bad Bloods and Engineers. That could be very cool. That could be very cool. Give us some background of the lore. Yeah. Doesn't even need people. Turns out it's just a big pile of trash. I like the first one better. Um, yeah, the first Predator is definitely the best one, I'd say. Yeah. Some folks actually like Predator 2 to Predator 1. Predator 2 is really good, but I think Predator 1, that one steals the show. Am I the only one who likes the AVPR movie? Come on, I know it was dark. I liked it. You know, the AVP movies, I love them. The AVP movies, they have this whole thing behind them, typically by film connoisseurs, as they call them. Whereas they're meant to be bandwagoned of hate. You know, people who know nothing about Alien or Predator, they like to jump on those movies and say these are trash. They did this, and that. They don't know shit. Those movies. They were just trying to have some fun. You know, yeah. Like I have this guy at work, complete film junkie. I can't stand those kind of people. It's all about Citizen Kane. It's all about the movie Parasite. It's all about Marriage Story and all those movies. Uh, and it's all about this, and that. It's all about the movies made specifically for the Oscars. But yeah, I loved Aliens versus Predator Requiem. It was a really cool movie. It really was. So it's a fantastic film. Yes, you have to adjust. Yeah, you do have to adjust the brightness. I give it that. Predator 2 had a sex scene. Yeah, it did. Right before the guy got gutted by those Jamaicans. Do you think female predators would be cool in the next Predator? Um, yeah, yeah, I'd say why not? You know, they're in the comics, they can be in the movies. It's not like they would serve any more of a purpose than the regular predators, unless they're telling like the Big Mama story from Deadliest of the Species. But it would be cool to see some variations in design, just for design purposes. Because really, the only time like a female predator had a core story was in Deadliest of the Species. I think they should do something like that. I personally think Requiem was too dark for me. As in plot or as in the visuals? Because I couldn't see shit in that movie. Oh man. I like Requiem because it didn't take itself seriously. It wanted to give people some nostalgia of slasher movies meeting, well, Predator and aliens. It was cool. War Machine Predator. That would be. I asked them about about doing something like that on Twitter. They never replied to me. The visuals, yeah, there's the Predator movie was gonna be trash when a guy who wanted to be a governor because he was bored and has been in Christmas movies says, "No, I'm out." Mr. Arnold. Arnold should have came back. I mean, he came back for Terminator and basically every other project, but yeah, no Predator. Okay, so I am back. I went back, double check with things to do with Alien Covenant 2. I might have gotten the wrong idea with things, but here is an old vid explaining the plan for the timeline. All right. But yeah, so there's my rant on film critics and AVP. Those movies are awesome. If the next Predator movie has a horror style, what would your reaction be like? How do you think the audience would react? Um, I mean, I guess I'd be okay with it because it kind of worked for Requiem a little bit, but I'd be okay with it. Whoops! I just shot a missile at my screen. Yeah, it'd be cool. Sci-fi collector. Hey, how you doing, man? Most of my favorite two are heroes, as far as I'm concerned. Wolf was a good guy, if you think about it. Yes, he really was. I mean, sure, he would have killed a bunch of humans anyway, would have hunted them, but he had a job to do, and he did it. Yeah, he's like, yeah, exactly. He's the first heroic predator in a sense. Wolf Predator had some really badass sound effects, especially the roar. Yeah, Wolf was meant to be like a big homage to Jungle Hunter. I think that's why a lot of people liked him. I mean, the guy who wore the Wolf Predator suit, he walked and did gestures exactly like Kevin Peter Hall. I think that's what made him really likable. Just like a big walking nostalgia. Can't seem to get the plasma caster on this one. I had the same problem with the other one, but this one's really resisting me. Might have to just super glue it on so I don't have to deal with this. Oh no, it's on now. Good. Yeah, but like in terms of compared to other predators, he's kind of the good guy. He's like the anti-hero. But he would hunt anyway, so. What was the most disappointing thing at Toy Fair? Um, Not Wolf or Pred Alien, because I'm used to not seeing those. I'd be the Super Predators, because everybody thought they were going to be there. Prefer the City Hunter than Wolf. That's fair. That's fair. I prefer Berserker to City Hunter, for people who don't know. I was just obsessed with Berserker's design. I don't know about you, but the worst idea from the Predator 20 team was the Iron Man style Predator killer suit. That's what I was talking about. That's what I like, the whole War Machine Predator thing. That's what I was referring to. Um, what do you think? I mean, is it stupid? Um, yes and no. As a design, it looked fucking cool, but as a plot point, it was pointless. We don't need a robot Predator. Man, just clearly Shane Black, who wrote it, doesn't know jack shit about the comics. He probably just assumed this is what the comics are doing. No, we don't need a robot predator suit. Kidding me? I mean, there were mechs in the AVP comics, but that was different. I'd say he's more of an anti-hero, but he's not really a hero, but at least he got the job done. He did. He sacrificed himself, kind of. Yeah, he died preventing the spread of the Predator alien outbreak. Because that's where the Predator movie went wrong. The Predators don't want to take over the planet. They don't want they do the genetically modified thing, but their goal is to hunt. It's about a sport. That's their culture. If there's nobody left to hunt on Earth, then what's the point, right? What's on the mass head of Scout? Because it looks nice and something. I think the Scout head looks interesting. I like it. It's just interesting, like this deformed looking Gamorrean guard style predator. Something different for the shelf, right? Oh man, what's with the ugly iron suit in 2018? Like I said, as a design, it was pretty neat looking, but meh. Yeah, Iron Man and Predators fighting side by side. Amazon had the Pred Alien for $20, but it got sold out quick. I would imagine so. Probably sold out in a minute. I remember the City Hunter did kill a giant T-Rex like monster. City Hunter? I don't remember that. Well, I mean, you can see the proof on his trophy wall. Yeah. As Alien Prey AVP fan for like 20 years, I've read, play, watch movies, and for what I understand, it does not matter if bad or good because it's not supposed to be perfect and it should not be. That's also something to consider. Nothing they'll put out is ever going to be perfect. It's more of, because you also have to consider like nostalgia. A lot of people are going to hate on it because it's not what they were used to growing up to. So there's that. You make a good point. You do. Hello from Los Angeles. How you doing? Yeah, trophy wall. Exactly. Yeah, there was some kind of like big ass giant T Rex thing. I think there were even some comics of the City Hunter um, taking those creatures down. Sorry if you can hear my dog in the background. By the way, she gets excited. All right, I'm gonna move on to the Xenomorph here. I'm not really showing these off because I already did before. So, oh boy, I'm still waiting for the ultimate Pred Alien and saving up just in case if it will be an SDC exclusive or club exclusive. God forbid it is either. Oh man, to tell you the truth, if I had a choice between SDCC and club exclusive, I would go Comic Con. That club exclusive shit, man, that goes for beyond a fortune. They better not pull that shit. I already spent enough on that Vasquez and Purple Alien. That was just ridiculous. It should just be a regular release, They shouldn't put anything that mainstream as an exclusive because they know everybody wants the Pred Alien. Also, do you think they should make a Predator film where the Predators win in the end because they are often said to be the greatest hunters in the universe? I'd say if that happened a lot in the books, right? Predators would often just win. That would be an interesting twist. I'd like to see that happen. I'm saving money for Assassin, but with NECA stands. Not a bad idea. Because that bitch needs stands. One side. Yeah, I thought you already have Assassin, though, don't you? Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. One side, the Queen, but now she's expensive. They re-released the Queen, though. Is she going for money already? I don't know. Oh, you don't have it? Oh, okay. Yeah. What did I use for mine? Because I didn't buy the NECA stands. I think I just had some leftover 1/6 scale stands that I used for for those. I'm gonna have to buy some kind of stands or something for the upcoming Assassin Predator, the yellow one. Ugh. You know, I actually have Assassin. Assassin was pretty good. It was a cool figure. I mean, I don't count the whole stand issue as part of, taking points off the figure. That's just points off an NECA in general. That was BS, but that was a solid figure for $50. That's some. That's like a mini Hot Toys figure. Oh, lots of comments. Man, are the AVP movies canon? Uh, I consider them canon. I don't know. It's one of those things. Like, there's a trend going around. After the movie releases, the director and writer start answering questions. But I feel like if it wasn't stated in the movie, it's just up for interpretation. You know, they're like, so I don't know if the director said they are canon or not. I consider them canon. Why not? Yeah, you definitely got to worry about shelf space, especially with those dinosaur figures. So I don't collect the Jurassic Park stuff. I got the Brachiosaurus out of nostalgia, and the Colossus T Rex, and I get those Amber Collection figures. But I draw the line there because I really would love all those dinosaurs. Brings back a lot of memories as me as a kid, but space, and I am quite packed, as you can see. He's cool, but I think the new one is better. You mean the are we still talking about Assassin? Do you think Newborn can defeat a new morph? Um, you mean Neomorph? Newborn can't do shit. I'll say it right up there. Newborn, she can like eat the queen's head, but that's not saying much. She's so slow moving. You just gotta press her a little bit, and bitch falls over with those skinny legs. I'll give it to any alien. This is a cool design, though. I like Newborn. I say that the carved Xenomorph are my favorites. The carved Xenomorph are really cool. I definitely like the design they had. Yet another figure that should definitely get ultimate treatment. I mean, those were pretty posable for their time, but can definitely use an upgrade. Especially since the knee joints on mine are kind of bleh. The HP movies are canon in Predator side, but not in the Alien side. Yeah, I mean, like the Alien stuff, that's kind of its own thing, right? But in terms of Predator, I would consider it canon. But yeah, the Alien saga has always been kind of on its own thing. It never. They were always aiming to be more cinematic than Predator movies, so they kind of wanted to be on their own, which I get. Indominus Rex is just awesome. I wonder, she is my baby. I was never a fan of Indominus Rex. Like, I know you're a big fan of the Jurassic World, but for me, I thought, I don't know, genetically modified dinosaurs, I guess, but give me T Rex. You man, you're gonna do a video on the Scrap Netflix series? I want to, like the anime, right? Who will win, Indominus Rex or Xenomorph Queen from 1986? Probably Indominus Rex. Anyone here watch Borrow Killer for Predator role? No. No, I don't. Actually, but that's something I would want to check out. I have a question. Do you have a problem with your City Hunter Predator being stiff and not being able to stand up? Do you mean the Ultimate or the originals? Because the Ultimate, those have really tight joints. I've never had a problem with them. The original City Hunters, yeah, they suffer from loose joints, but it wasn't too bad on mine. And then Queen, because she Yeah, yeah. I forgot about the acid blood. That would rip Indominus apart. Stupid Indominus Rex. Sorry, Kevin. I'm gonna trash Indominus Rex. I think they. I think all they need to do if they combine the Resurrection Xenos articulate several mutation bases and the 1979 Ultimate Xenomorphs colors. Yeah, yeah. Like to create a carved Xenomorph, you can basically kit bash a lot of different stuff with minor new molds, um, new pieces, but it's pretty easy to do, right, on their part. I feel like when they put out like a Wolf Predator and Pred Alien, that's when we can expect those. I live in Canada. It's hard expenses how to collect NECA Alien Predator figure and Hot Toys. Well, oh, I can imagine with Hot Toys, especially, my friend. I got some good friends and collectors in Canada, so it's definitely not easy to pick stuff up there. It's for sure. You know what caught my attention for Xenomorph Queens? The high heels that make me laugh because I imagine they walk like an attractive woman. They do have heels, high heels, right? There you go. If only NECA sponsored Jimmy's videos. Oh, I would never do any type of sponsors, honestly, because that means I would have to uh, suck up to NECA, suck their wiener about all their figures. Nah, that's why I'm afraid to meet Randy. What if he did see some of my videos? I trash his figures a lot. I don't want him to beat me up. I'm too short. I'll die. I have the City Hunter by McFarlane. I really love it. Yeah, I have a City Hunter by McFarlane too. Those cannot stand. Those cannot stand. Give you that. Or maybe it's just me who has the crappy joints. Good evening. New to the channel, but been in the fandom for about 2 years now. Good to have you on board, my friend. Always great to have some new folks on the channel. I wonder what NECA is going to do for their 100th Alien. Hope it's as badass as the Predator. How far away are they from a 100th Alien, actually? Because I know technically they haven't put out as many Predators, but I don't know. What would they do? Maybe something based off of the original design uh, for the Alien, the big chap, I mean. Um, which figure lines are your favorites? McFarlane, Diamond Select, Mezco, or NECA? Um, that's tough because if we're not talking Alien Predator stuff, it would probably be McFarlane. NECA does some good stuff because they got all the horror stuff and those are really good. But I guess old McFarlane, not current McFarlane, because they've kind of been iffy. And Diamond Select they've been getting better, but man, NECA probably they do so well. I'm not just talking about all the stuff behind me, like their horror stuff. I love their Blade Runner figures. The Gremlins. They're great. They just create the best molds. They got some talented folks there. I gotta tell you. Be honest, I'm not a huge fan of Hot Toys just because I almost think NECA has a better design. Hot Toys, in terms of Alien Predator stuff, is definitely inferior to NECA, right? NECA they just kill it with movie accuracy. Like they rarely have issues with accuracy of anything based off any source material. But Hot Toys, granted, their Wolf Predator was really good, but their previous ones were definitely not perfect, even for the time that they came out, honestly. I wonder if NECA will make a flying xenomorph from Kenner, Bull Alien, and Panther Cougar Alien. I'd say they would. I can definitely see that happening. Those are kind of the main ones that are left, right? Especially the Flying Queen. And let me look at my wall here. What else haven't they done? I mean, there's Boar Alien, I guess they can do. Arachnid Alien. We got a whole bunch of them here for. If you're wondering why I'm looking at that, they can do some of the like the Japanese kind of releases, I guess. But those would be like if you're really digging deep into the material. Wonder. Yeah, I mean they can't be too far from 100. They've been doing aliens for almost as long as predators, right? And yeah, that rhino alien, he's gonna be pretty, or she. She's not too far away, right? To release. Only have NECA Hudson so far mentioned that in a comment, the Kenner Drake. I do remember that comment. I do. No xenomorphs yet. Hudson, like I said, Hudson is definitely uh, the one to get, right? As far as Marines, you got to have a Hudson and you got to have a Hicks. But Hudson, it's Bill Paxton. You got to love him. Which Hudson did you get? Did you get the original release where he has the game over face, or the one where he's yelling? The Rhino alien is a she, right? Technically, all xenomorphs are a she, at least most of them. Oh man, let me get this neomorph open. Where's my little autistic boy to go with my predators? Oh my god. I would boycott if they actually did that. Oh my god. God, you know what they can actually do that I can see is that kid with the predator mask during the trick or treat scene. NECA, we don't need that because I know that might be something you have in mind. Recently, I bought the Alien Space Movies collection. Blu-ray has a lot of interesting bonus material. It does, yeah. I went through quite a bit of that bonus material too. It was some cool stuff. I think I went through the first two movies, not the third or the fourth yet. Or did I do the third? I think I did the third as well. Maybe not Resurrection though. Speaking of NECA, I'm a little worried how long keep releasing Alien Predator lines as long as Disney lets. Um, uh, I don't think Disney is going to touch them, honestly. Disney doesn't seem to give a rat's ass. Make you feel uncomfortable how much monies have you spent on your collection? On it, like I don't feel uncomfortable. You guys can ask me whatever you want. I don't get offended by anything. Trust me. I say the worst of the worst of things too. But I would say it if I knew. Uh, 10 years of collecting. I pretty much own every NECA Alien Predator figure. So uh, let's say that every NECA figure is $30, and they put out over 100 uh, NECA Predators. There's the math. But I also have a ton of shit that isn't NECA, right? In fact, a large majority of the collection isn't NECA. Got so much Super 7 stuff nowadays. I got some Sideshow stuff, the Hot Toys, which are pretty penny, the Kenner stuff, so much. Why can't make a mask instead? That would be cool. That would actually be cool. Like a life-size Predator mask. That I would be okay with, even if it's from the new movie. My dad's into Predators, so I told him about your channel. He subscribed. Very cool. Thank you, sir. I'm glad he's on board too. Game over, man face. I've been having lots of fun with him. He's definitely easy to pose with. That face, perfect. Why does Disney have to own everything? Yeah, I hate Disney so much with a passion. You have no idea. Just ruin everything. I checked in, they made 57 Xenos, counting the Queen face over from Kenner. Trilobite, Deacon, and Neomorph. Really, only 57. Hmm. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I thought there was more because I have a lot of I army build some of the warriors, so it makes it seem like there's more of them. But yeah. Uh, oh, Kevin, I hate Disney. I like the old Disney back when they made good movies. Imagine Ultimate Big Red Predator. Since you brought that up, I was gonna make a video about this. Someone on Twitter asked if they were gonna do a an Ultimate Big Red Predator, and they said not in the foreseeable future. That sucks. Custom, excuse me, customizers though. I like Universal and Warner Brothers more often than New Disney. Tell you the truth, nowadays film is just what is good, right? It's either a remake or it's a sequel or it's a prequel. Eh. And I know I'm biased because I want sequels to Predator and Alien, but y'all know what I'm talking about. NECA needs to make more alien eggs and face huggers. That's a good point. I would love more packs of just alien eggs and face huggers. That would be really cool. I have like the carton of alien eggs, but we need some more. I don't have Marvel. I don't hate Marvel. I just don't like the art style of every monster. Yeah, it's hit or miss. You should live stream Predator Hunting Grounds when it comes out. Oh, baby, day one. That's what I'll be doing. I'll tell you this. Fuck work. I'm taking the day off to play Hunting Grounds. Uh, Post lots of photos Hudson on my Twitter after getting him. The face is definitely perfect for everything. I'd love to check those out. Gotta hit you up on Twitter then. Your feel for people just joining. Feel free to post all your stuff to the Trophy Room Facebook group because we got lots of folks over there who would definitely appreciate it. Appreciate the love. I wonder if NECA would release Ultimate AVP line. They will. Oh, do you mean the first movie? Because they said no. That was another video I was gonna make. Unless I already did put in a video. I don't remember what I make. But like someone on Twitter asked them for the like the 10-year anniversary or whatever anniversary of no, not 10-year, like 20-year anniversary, whatever, of the first AVP movie for that anniversary in 2024. Are you gonna put out an ultimate line? They said nope. Hmm. I wonder if NECA makes a flying queen. They will. Give them time. I feel like most of the stuff we want is not going to come out for a while because Randy's really particular. He likes things to fit into a theme. So this year, next year, it's the whole anniversary theme, right? Because apparently he can order to make a movie Drake, but he said he won't until this is done with the anniversary stuff. So he's pretty particular. Yeah, which I get. Honestly, I kind of respect that. It's almost like an OCD, right? I can relate. You want things to be clean, organized, and fit well. Yeah, new Pred Alien. Yeah, tell me about it. At Saline Pine. I'll add you right now. I got my phone out. Let's see if I know how to use Twitter. Hold on. God, do I? Um. Oh, I found you. Cool. Give you a follow. And I turned that bell on. See, I'm current. I know how to use Twitter. Halo Infinite is having gameplay with Master Chief and just Chief with the old Mark 6 Mjolnir Gen 2 design. Thank you, 343. You better not fuck it up this time, 343. But yeah, give us old school Master Chief. Okay, I'm not like we don't need because I know they're not going to do the combat evolved. Master Chief, who's my favorite design. That's the Master Chief I grew up with, but still. But a bit of Halo Reach design armor, but it's only a 3 Gen 3. Yeah, Halo Reach had some beautiful, beautiful designs. Halo 4 and Halo 5, they had this whole agile, athletic armor thing going on, um, which I didn't dig. I like old school Halo and Halo Reach, where everyone was big and bulky. It's kind of hard to move around. They look great. So I'm very happy that they're going back to square one with Infinite. Really, really looking forward to movie Drake. Yeah, definitely need a movie Drake. We need a Gorman and we need an Apone, as well as several other, uh, like a Spunkmeyer too, like those side characters. I watched the Alien shorts a couple weeks ago, and I didn't expect how much androids are pieces of crap, and how Wayland is really protective of the xenomorphs. Yeah, those short films, they wanted to target those androids hard. Probably because of Prometheus with the whole David storyline, they wanted to build off of that. But yeah, Wayland, they're evil. Well, the Predator's 10-year anniversary is coming up. If he likes anniversaries, that's why Toy Fair was so disappointing, because it is the anniversary of Predators. I don't know why they didn't do that. I want a Kenner Bishop. They probably just reuse and Arnold. Yeah, they would, huh? Yeah. Oh well, I'll buy it. We need a full Kane figure. Yeah, we need a Kane. Like the pressure suit one's cool, but we need one in his regular Nostromo gear. Favorite Predator fan film? I like Predator Dark Ages, and I like uh man, what is it called? Batman Dead End. With the big red and stuff. Those two are really cool. I also like that Wolverine versus Predator fan film too. That was funny. Better go to bed. Good night. Have a good one, Kevin. Yes, Gorman and Spunkmeyer. I'm a sucker for background characters. Background characters, I'm a sucker for those too, because that just means it makes the collection more complete. You can basically say I have every character from every scene of that movie, right? Well, unfortunately, right now, most of my collection are backed up in boxes due to moving multiple times, and now I'm not sure what I have and don't have. That's not fun. That is not fun. You gotta go dig through that stuff. That is not a lot of fun. Trust me, a lot of my stuff is in boxes too. A lot of my old collections before I, went batshit crazy with this. And when I'm at the store, I'm looking at something and I'm like, do I have this? This is a re-release, but do I have this? It's like in a box under 3 million boxes. Oh well, you know how it is. If only we had all the space in the world, that'd be nice. Man, you got all that Halo talk. Now I want to go play Halo again. Yeah, I just got done with Halo Reach on Legendary on PC. Beat it on Legendary on old school 360 as well, but I'm gonna start Combat Evolved again. God, I'm probably I played Halo Reach so many times it's ridiculous, but Combat Evolved is even more. How many times I beat that on the PC back in the day. So I'm really looking forward to the remaster PC one that was just updated for the Master Chief Collection. And I'm currently playing Halo Reach multiplayer as well. Old school Halo Reach. I made it to Field Marshal. Sadly, the progress didn't transfer. Now it's got a weird ranking system. All you got to do is grind to get everything. Back in the day in Halo Reach, you had to choose what to spend your credits on. Now credits are pointless. That's weird. Sorry for the Halo talk, by the way. I love Halo. Probably as much as all this stuff. I can't tell you. I like a Predator movie where the Predator doesn't die and completely destroys the main characters. Again, that would be very interesting Be very interesting. Let's see them win for a change, right? I'm not really sure when I'll be back making YouTube videos, but hopefully make a remake of my so-called stop motion and make it better. Hey, you know, I took a break from YouTube videos for a long, long time too, until I made this channel. So it's like whenever you feel ready, you gotta feel it in your gut. Allegedly, and don't quote me on this, but Carter R5K, which is Spartan Carter's armory, may return as well. June A223. It in the PC one, like for multiplayer, or for Infinite, because you can get Carter and June's and Cat's armor and Reach multiplayer at the moment, right? They didn't remove those, right? Um, I actually knew aliens because my uncle and always loved them. I was 6 when I was introduced to Alien. That's a good age. It's a good age to be introduced to that. It means your whole life is aliens. I could do some OG Halo right now. It's all about combat evolved. My first Alien Predator toys were the Kenner 2-pack and Kenner Queen. That was a cool 2-pack. I like that 2-pack. It was cool. The alien with the black dome. Beat Halo 2 on Legendary, all skulls on in under 3 hours, and beat Power Score on each level. And damn, that's impressive. That's very impressive. Halo 2 with all skulls on, that's a tough one. I don't know if I beat it with all skulls on. I beat it with friends with a couple on, but I don't know about all of them. Especially the blind skull. Fuck me. Only 2 or 3 Gormans. I've been writing some fan novels and wouldn't mind visualizing some of the uniforms through customizing. Nothing wrong with that. Absolutely not. That sounds really cool, actually. It was, yeah. Dude, do you remember those weekly Halo Reach challenges? God damn. I once spent all skulls on, Pillar of Autumn, and Halo Reach 12 hours with friends. And just when we beat it, my internet went out. I wanted to destroy my Xbox. Oh, man. Halo 3 Legendary difficulty, that wasn't as bad. Halo 3 Legendary campaign wasn't too intense, but Halo 2 was one of the worst ones. Same with Combat Evolved. It wasn't too bad. Could have been worse. I'd say Reach and 2 are the worst ones to do in Legendary with skulls. Then saw all the NECA toys and started collecting them. Yeah, it's all about nostalgia, right? That's why we love NECA. Building off of those, all of their audience's nostalgia with those Kenner releases. Doing that without dying is impossible. Because if you, with all skulls on, if you die once, that's it, right? You got to go back to the beginning. Hey, bro, I might have asked you this last stream, but I need advice. Ask away, friend. I think I remember you asking. It's about your channel, right? Isn't it a wonderful irony that some of the biggest fans of Alien and Predator were 12 or younger when they were introduced to them? You know, yeah, I mean, you know, that's I think that's why the community has a different, I guess, style to it. You know, from a different generation, I guess. But yeah, a lot of Alien Predator fans, they were introduced to it at a very young age, right? Whether you were 6 or you were 10 or 11 like me, those are some graphic movies. I had nearly all the aliens that I only needed like 4 or 5. Very cool. My old account was Superman Returns. Okay. Feels like we never get Predator movies, but they have like 10 Fast and Furious movies in 20 years. Yeah. I don't get that. Those, how do those movies even make money? I was on board for the first few Fast and Furious movies back when they were good. Now they're just fucking crazy. how do I win over a famous actress I'm in love with? How do I? You're asking me? I don't know. That's like asking me how do I win over Sigourney Weaver? Hmm, I don't know. Who's the famous actress? Let's start with that. I would love to win over Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Just saying. Thank God for TV edited versions, or else I'd never have discovered Terminator, Prayer, Aliens. Yeah, yeah. Talk about that. I was introduced to quite a few films through TV edited stuff too. So my prize possession has to be a Deacon, and my prize possession. Let me look around here. I My prize possession is probably that old quarter scale Jungle Hunter. I loved it. I love that. Deacon is also good though. Late to the party. Got in the fandom at 18. Probably why I don't have an attachment to the Kenner stuff. Yeah, I mean, 18 is not too bad though, right? Like the only reason, like I was born in '97, so right when Kenner ended. But the only reason I have nostalgia for any of it is because luckily I had much older brothers than me who gave me those toys. The hot chick from Blow. You mean X-23? She little. What you talking about? Oh, but you're younger, right? You're younger though. There wasn't any. Yeah, I mean, if you're on the younger side, of course. There you go. Yeah, so you are on the younger side. Uh, I don't know. I'm Fun fact: my first NECA figure was Viper Predator. Oh, the one from this guy actually, right? From the Blade Fighter. He's cool. He got crappy joints on mine, but he's good. I included Alien Predator when I was 8, and we were on a road trip, and a gas station had cool AVP arcade game I fell in love with. That's really cool. That must have been a cool experience. But Ghostbusters, man, I don't be yourself. You know, be yourself. That's the way I do it, right? It's not like I go around telling folks, oh, I collect all the aliens and predators and all that stuff. Nah, just keep it cool. Don't listen to all those folks out there telling you gotta act like a badass and you gotta do this and that to get their attention. No, just be yourself. Recently just picked up an Emissary Predator 2. Working on my edit now. Very cool. Emissary Predator 2 is a good one. Don't don't do that. Don't do that, Ghostbusters, man. Don't do that. That will not end well. Well, you'll be okay because you're 16. But nobody above 18, don't do that. Don't do that. Wish there would be an ultimate figure because mine is literally unable to stand and can only sit. It is loose on the legs. It has to, so the wrist blades are broken. Yeah, mine's got the legs are just super stiff. I think my wrist blades are okay. Yeah, it's just the thigh joints terrible. Are there any pre-Ultimate Predator figures made by NECA that still hold up, given that we now have the 2.0 Predator body for articulation? I'd say the City Hunter still holds up perfectly fine. Like before we got ultimates for City Hunter or even Jungle Hunter, I thought those figures were pretty gosh darn good. Like when I got them, I didn't think that, oh, we need something even better. Like this was it. This was good. I'm wise like Yoda. Ah, I'm some 22-year-old kid, my friend. I don't know shit about life. Trust me. I first seen Predator on a recorded VHS tape. That's also a cool experience, right? I saw mine, I saw mine on a DVD. I'm a young buck. You're grounded right now. Gosh darn it. Stop being grounded. They did an update where only Chief's OG Mark V armor, aka the one from Combat Evolved, is a new design for Reach's multiplayer armor, and Blood Gulch may return in Infinite. Okay. Yeah, because Reach did have some of that old school Combat Evolved armor, right? Gojira851, how are you, my friend? Good to have you. I was 7 when I watched Predator. It was decent. Predator 2 won me over. That's fair. Predator 2 is good. 7, that's a good age to watch it. It's good to see him rip out everyone's spine at 7. Finally, you live streamed. Yes, it's been a while. I live in a noisy house, so it's hard to get quiet time. I wish we could get decent battle damage. City Hunter, not one covered with the breathing mask. Yeah, that's what I've been thinking about lately too. I wouldn't be surprised if we got that with the Lost Tribe stuff. Wonder if different hives fight each other like a world with 2 hives can fight for territory. That was Aliens Genocide, practically. When I was 5, I broke my dad's pred alien. God damn. You must have been crucified. You did nothing wrong. I did plenty of things wrong as a kid. Even if you did something wrong, it'll be fine. That's just life. I think he still holds a grudge. If my kid broke my wolf predator, I'd hold a grudge. That's why you don't let your kids touch the pred alien, right? Your thoughts on Mezco take on Alien Predator? Alien looks good, needs better paint. Predator looks a hell of a lot better than what we saw at Toy Fair. But I'll wait to see it in hand. But again, it could also use some better paint. I like that it has real netting. That's cool. I wall watched TV edit of Predator when I was 5. Blew my mind when I saw the rated R version. I would imagine they must have had to cut out or dub a lot of stuff in that. Forgot what I'm shipping. No, you good. Nothing much, honestly. Too lazy to do videos right now, so I'm streaming. Don't even know what I'm streaming. It's just random. This is like a Q&A, I guess. They did so many future Predator figures they have. It's a lot. Both of the red Xenos, like both Xenomorphs, are black and fight for territory. Oh, that could be interesting. You broke your own. God damn it. Y'all folks out there, y'all are breaking pred aliens left and right. Oh man. Act like I haven't broke anything. I don't think I ever broke anything as valuable as that. Maybe the clan leader predator from Kenner, like the staff broke multiple times. It's fucking broken right now. Thing doesn't stay on, but yeah. My dog chewed on my pred alien last month. Now I have to spend $699 for an open mandible one. Dear Jesus. I'm sorry. Your dog had like a dog version of a prime rib. Whoa, the comments just glitched for some reason. They disappeared. That was weird. I sat on it because it was under a pillow. God, Jesus. I was a clumsy child. I'm sorry. I am sorry. You broke Borg Predator. That sucks. Trust me, I've broken a lot of Predators. So, with Star Wars versus Predator versus Aliens, that'd be batshit crazy. It fell off the shelf and he found it and chewed it up. It's because NECA, that figure can't stand for shit. Of course it fell. I was a suggestion for a game live stream. Doom 3 has a lot of parallel to Aliens and Demons too. I saw Doom 3 for sale on PC, actually. I was thinking about picking up the Doom games. It's a good suggestion. It's a good suggestion. Both legs. Oh, bad. That's rough. That is rough. I think the most like god awful break I had on a figure was actually it's him where his entire lower half broke. There goes my phone again without its case. He's technically split in three parts, but I super glued them together. I don't know how I did that. I think I might be Jesus, but this is spike tail predator. Yeah, I bought an extra off my brother, which was in perfect condition. But yeah, he I didn't even do anything with figure. He didn't fall or anything. He just broke in like a 10 million parts in my hands. Fucking crazy. The only thing left is the arm. That sucks. I remember when I was a kid back in the 90s, I first seen the Kenner AVP commercial on TV, and I was in love. They had some good commercials in the 80s and 90s, the toy commercials. I think Terminators could exist in a similar universe as Predator and Aliens. Yeah, I'd say they can. Same with like Judge Dredd, right? Yo, bro, check my last comments. I gotta scroll. I got Twilight fan forever tattooed on my back. That's why I'm grounded. Dear Jesus! But you're 16. You're just a kid. I mean, I got a tattoo, but I was older, and it wasn't Twilight. It was this? It wasn't Twilight. Ah, you got that Robert Pattinson in you now. Oh, it's pretty funny though, kid. I'll give you that. It was funny. Where did I leave off? I made so many videos and still remember when I made Nightstorm and the Pred alien fight. That must have been cool. I love Nightstorm Predator. I hope you can get an earthquake where you live because, yeah, I live in earthquake zone though, bro. Room cleaning, it's actually not too bad. It really isn't. Dust doesn't bother me as much as you think it would, even though I do have quite a bit of OCD. But it's also the fact that this room isn't really lived in. I come in here to do videos and stuff, but I don't, watch TV in here that much. I don't eat in here. I don't do anything. So dust isn't a big issue, actually. In my other room, however, motherfucker. Every time I need to dust my Halo shelf, and I got McFarlane Halo figures, I want to break my own legs. Since Disney bought Star Wars and Fox, we should get some comic or something. I don't know if we will, honestly, because that's more of up to Dark Horse. I don't think that's their game. Curious how my name. It's a Motorhead song. Is that where you got it from? You're no kid, you're a man? Like Robert Pattinson, can't wait for him to be Batman. We will see. I have high hopes because he's not all Edward from Twilight, right? You're gonna have to get that tattoo removed, bro. You don't want that for life. If you're a fan of the Hugh Jackman Wolverine, did you see that Marvel Legends doing the 20th Century Fox figures? Yes, and I'm getting every single one. I stopped collecting Marvel Legends quite some time ago, but I will get all of their Fox stuff. Maybe not the Deadpool stuff because I'm not into the Deadpool movies, but like the original X Men from the early 2000s, my childhood, in other words, yeah, I'm buying them. And if they do movies from Logan, which is why I got this, you bet your ass I'm on board. I also want an X-23 spinoff. That would have been very cool. A Laura Kinney story. But, at the same time, the fact that we didn't get one was kind of like, it was a very good, solid conclusion to the X-Men franchise, the way Logan ended. Because we can just theorize and kind of vaguely guess where it would go next, right? We kind of know where it would go next. A new form of mutants. Oh, I gotta catch up on comments. So many. Scavenger Predator is so cool, and I'm glad I bought it. Scavenger is cool. I hate MCU. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the MCU either. I want to break 343 legs for killing Halo. Don't we all? Carnage is coming out in the fall. The movie, not like. Oh, I've lost the comment. Crap. Like the Venom 2 Carnage, you mean? For some reason, one of my oh my god, there's so many. The Alien is the Alien 3 creature pack. I think it's the Queen. I like that pack too. I love the Queen chestburster especially. Do you collect any of the Predator comics? I do. I recently took mine to C2E2 and I had it signed by Sam Del Rosa. I saw that and come back. 9.8. Yeah, I mean, I do collect the Predator comics, but I don't get them. Like, I haven't had the opportunity to get them signed by any artist or anything. I wonder if Ahab Predator fought a Pred alien and Praetorian alien at the same time. What would you think would be the outcome? Ahab would kick their ass. He can take down engineers. Did NECA lose the Marvel license? Been a while since they're made a figure. Yeah, it has been a while, huh? I don't know. They got kind of a weird deal with Marvel. They're only allowed to put out a couple figures from particular films or whatever. I don't know. I would ask Randy though; he would know. Halo Twilight Plus. Who will mess with a 6'3" giant? You like Twilight? Ah, nah, ew. No Twilight. Not for me. My sister loves Twilight. I don't love Twilight. Deadpool movies are pretty awesome. They were funny. They were funny. I think what made me not as much of a fan of them is like, says my connection is unstable, so that's weird. I like Deadpool before the movies because he was like that cult followed character. It was really hard to get anything Deadpool. But yeah, got in trouble because I was fighting with a special needs kid at school because I said the Heath Ledger Joker was still a better Joker. What? Oh man. It's alright, I can't get in any fights. I get my ass kicked by anyone. It says my connection's unstable again. Is my Wi-Fi not up to snuff? Might have to end it soon then, before it just ends abruptly. My collection, but some I don't have. Oh my god, I can't keep up with these comments. I recently got it. No, that was the special needs kid. I try to be so careful with my collection, but some I agree. So some unfortunate moments they will fall and break or get damaged. This is also due to not having sand to hold them up. Yeah, I mean it's inevitable, right? even with stands, it's inevitable. Your figures will fall eventually. If you want an Ultimate Logan Wolverine, uh, whoa, get that. I have several Wolverines, Hugh Jackman Wolverines, some six scale stuff from the 2017 Logan film. So, hey, I can watch Logan anytime. He look at me. You kid, you see her as hot. I'm a grown up here. Hugh Jackman's the hot one here. What I want to see is a keen alien from NECA. Yeah, that would be cool because there is a keen alien in the comics these days, isn't there? I will tell her that. And she'll be like, who the fudge is Ghostbusters, man? I'll say, that's why you should join my live stream, sis. Twilight or chick flicks. I mean, technically they are, right? Just recently got Savage and Night Storm Predators. I cannot believe I haven't collected the Super Predators till now. They're old, though. They're old. They're like 10 years old now, right? Twilight is for men. Nah. This is for men. This would be even more for men if I had a bicep right here, but I don't. Dude, we've never gotten an original engineer like the elephant-looking one NECA needs to do to get on that now. Yeah, because I don't know if that's probably way down the line though to get some engineers that's not from Prometheus, right? Betty White. Betty White's great. She's the best golden girl, right? Is there such a thing as a jungle hunter clan? Yeah, there is. Um, there's one in the AVP Evolution game. There was a jungle hunter clan. Get Edward on your other arm. No, my other arm. Who would I get on my other arm? I don't know. I don't even know if I'll ever get another tattoo because that shit hurt. I had to sit there for an hour. Some like 7-foot guy is drilling needles into my arm. It's not something I want to relive. Yeah, it's not for men. Nah. What predator should I get as a tattoo? It has to be a predator from the movie. It's gotta, I mean, for me, it's gonna be Jungle Hunter if I do decide to get a predator tattoo. It's gotta be Jungle Hunter because that was my first experience. Saw Logan in theaters 19 times. I only saw it 3 times in theaters. I was too emotionally scarred after that to see it anymore. But I basically own every edition of it on Blu-ray, including the vinyl. Betty White is the best at living. Have you Ghostbusters, man? You seem to got connections to some folks. You met James Mangold, Mangold. Tell him I said hi. He said hi. Or he didn't say. He's mentioned me in a comment on Twitter once. That was the greatest day of my life. Also, War Machine, Jimmy, if you have the ultimate Ahab Predator packaging, turn it around and you'll see an unknown engineer that looks like nothing we've seen before. I will keep that in mind. It's probably from the Fire and Stone comic, right? I feel like I'm the only one who patched for Alien Predator since none of my friends or family are not, besides the media. But even then, I'm not with them, but does it help? I mean, you're not the only one with the passion for Alien Predator. Look at all us here. Look at my fat ass. Right? And plus, if you're talking like in person, people you know in person who are as big a fan as you, who have a passion like you, I don't know anybody in person besides like this YouTube channel that has a passion for Alien Predator or the movies. Like my family, they like the movies, but my brothers, their obsessions went into different things like Star Wars, Transformers, and stuff. This is where I went. The tattoo on your left arm took 7 hours. I applaud you, then, my friend. 1 hour ain't shit, then, right? That's 7 hours. Did yours have color? I want because that that'll take even longer, right? 'Cause mine was simple. It didn't have color, just an hour, but it was. Is it fading a bit? I think it's still. It's like how old is this tattoo? I got it. I did get it's Logan Kane. It's been like 3 years. Wow, it's been a few years actually. Sometimes it hurts, which is weird. It's so weird. Right below the first picture. Right below. I'll keep that in mind, Sci-Fi Collector. I'll give that a look. I don't know where the box is at the moment. I would take a look at it now, but it's God knows where. Uh, Actually, I don't know because I usually keep the ultimates on display, so I gotta look for that then. Huh. Send you a picture. Oh, sweet, sweet. Did you get the tattoo from the epic handshake from Predator? You mean between Dylan and Dutch? I should get that on my bicep. Be like Inception, biceps and biceps. I only met You met Hugh Jackman at Comic Con. Ghostbusters, man, you got a good life over there. And Sylvester Stallone. Good for you. James Mangold and Michael Bay are my favorite. No, shame on you, sir. Michael Bay is the devil. Oh, Ghostbusters, man. You telling me to get Edward on my bicep, and you telling me you got a tattoo of them Edwards and them Twilights. Now you say Michael Bay? Nah. He did The Rock, which was good, but those Transformers movies made me want to punch a small innocent child. I was thinking of making a custom puncher portrait as the Predator from the Concrete Jungle game. You might as well. I don't think NECA is going to be returning to that game anytime soon. A lot of color, yes. So that again, 7 hours. That I shouldn't even be complaining about this then. Scarface is one of your favorite. Scarface Predator. Yeah, he's cool. Oh, you sent it? Oh my god. Oh, I'm out of shape. I'm out of shape. Oh wow, yeah, you are right. I want. It's weird if you look at the engineer's hands right here. If you look at his hands, those are predator hands. I wonder if maybe they even photoshopped some of that paint on the head. Doesn't look like it. Thank you for sending this to me. You know what? This is going on social media. I'm going to give you credit, friend, for finding that because that's interesting. It's very interesting. Red, orange, and black felt like a patch of sunburn. That's rough. Yeah, when I first got the tattoo, the first thing that popped in my head when he was doing it, it felt like when you're a kid and you fall on hot concrete and you skin your knee. That's how it felt, only more intense. That was what was going through my head when I got it. But I can't imagine doing 7 hours. I cannot. Ghostbusters, man. Girls, they don't like Twilight tattoos. They don't like that shit. Which NECA figure you've been dying to get that need to be reissued? Instead of paying $200 for one. I mean, like obvious ones would be Wolf and Pred Alien, but others, it's hard for me to say because I own most of the NECA stuff. So besides the few that I don't have, there's nothing else. But obviously the super predators for people who don't have them, that would, you know, those go for ridiculous money. Get a xenomorph skull on your bicep or forearm. That was actually gonna be my original tattoo before Logan. I even went to for a consultation with the guy, seeing how that would look. But eventually, I went with this. I was had a lot of ideas in my head at the time, but it was going to be the big chap head. Stop dissing your tat. Hurt like hell. It was colored too, Ghostbusters, man. It was colored too. Oh man, if you were my kid, I would just five across the eye. Ugh. They should remake NECA's Gremlins new batch figures. They're expensive on eBay. Are they expensive? I didn't know. Those are good. I have a couple of them um, that I got at Toys R Us many years ago. And it was green, so you got a flashy color too. You weren't even respectful about it. You get slapped for that. Your parents should slap you in the tattoo. Oh, and no, COPPA law. I'm not advocating for the domestic abuse of children because he's a minor. Wouldn't want a tattoo for like 10 years, but always unsure if I want an alien or predator tattoo. It's a tough one. It's you got to feel it in your heart because you got to think, this is something you're going to spend the rest of your life with to the day you croak. It's a bad way of putting it, but you get my point. Or get both. Because that was also one of my ideas. The poster from the first AVP with the Predator and Alien. That was going to be one of the choices. Might have to be heading off soon, folks. By the way, I'll read a couple more comments, then I gotta book it. Looks like mishmash of figures, but that head and body mold look different. The body looks more slender than the original. Plus, I'm dating. Wait. The comments keep going up and down. What? But the comments keep disappearing. Sorry if I missed some, folks. But the head and body look different. Body looks more slender than the original. Okay. Uh, God, what is wrong with YouTube today? Plus, I'm dating a girl who got the same tat. Her name is Emmy, and she liked it. What are you trying to do? Trying to get X23, kid? Ugh, got some rebels in the chat tonight, folks. I wasn't a rebel at 16. I was collecting action figures. What videos do you have coming out in the near future? A bunch of hunting ground stuff, mainly, and reviews, just stuff to catch up on. I wanted to do something really special. I just don't know what. I really don't know what. I want to do something different. Like, I'm still gonna be putting out the same stuff, but I want to add some more spice to it. Because I got the collection video out. That's done. I'm gonna keep doing the reviews and the news stuff and stuff, but I want to do something different. I just don't know what. And yes, rest in peace, Toys R Us. Thought somebody opened my door. Ugh. NECA laser shot is worth it. As soon as Hunting Grounds comes out, please, feller, I'm taking the day off. They can go suck a wiener at work. Yeah, dark gray suit, skinny arms. Yeah, it's weird. Anyone else watch Stranger Things? Because I'm hyped for season 4. Not a big fan of it, honestly, but I did watch the first 2 seasons. I have the Serpent Hunter on the game AVP. Do you guys have him? I do have the Serpent Hunter. When will that Ultimate Big Chap come out? Technically, it's already out here in the States. People getting their hands on it at Target. So, Did you pre-order Predator Hunting Grounds for the extras? I got the digital deluxe edition for PS4. Yes. I'll do a video about that, by the way. It's been forever. What has been forever? Oh, yeah, for the big. Yeah, because it got delayed. My next hat is on my arm. Would be the Expendables tattoo because my last one is on my back. You're going to get grounded again, kid. You're 16. Missed the laser announcement. Sorry, missed the laser shot pred. I have all the new announcements on pre-order now, though. Laser shots were. Is he going for money so soon? I don't know. All right, folks. I probably got to book it actually. I got to go eat dinner soon, and I got to play Halo on Steam. So gotta go kick some combat evolved ass, and I gotta grind to get more reach armor. So can we play Predator Hunting Grounds when it comes out? For anybody who wants to add me on PlayStation, here, I'll put add me on PSN. Here's my username. I know, big surprise what the username is in the chat. Yeah. Thank you, Gojira. Thank you for stopping by. And Sci-Fi Collector, Mark, Ghostbusters Man, The Rebel, thank you for stopping by too. We had War Machine in the chat there. Sentinel, Count Von Strange. Just sifting through Raymond. We had you there for a bit too, buddy. And plenty of other folks. Might tag you on some Instagram stuff I picked up recently. Feel welcome to. Absolutely. It's time for me to go too soon. So good night, Jimmy. Again, absolutely. You have a good night, my friend. Shut the red eye. Tomorrow I'm risking my allowance for Pred Alien. It's a good risk. It's a good risk. Stallone forever. All right. Well, I'll add you, or you'll add me. We'll see if I remember. All right, folks. Thank you all for stopping by. I'll be doing more videos and streams soon, but I gotta go kick some combat evolved ass. Peace out and take care.